Welcome to Guys Tarot. This is for the sign of Aquarius. Welcome back. Let's do a Celtic cross. Show me the energies around Aquarius. What should they be aware of for their higher self? One more time. All right. Five of Cups. It looks like you're disappointed about something. And in the near past, there was a lot of happiness about this connection. But right now, you're feeling heartbroken. You're pretty much just disillusioned. There's some sort of deception invading your soul. And this reading is coming here to tell you don't wallow in the pain. Because the Five of Cups usually indicates a person, feeling self-pity, disappointment, and only thinking about the negative instead of thinking about the positive. That's why she's crying over 2 cups of spilled milk, but she already has 3 behind her. Or the other way around, she has 3 that spilled, but she has 2 in the back of, but she hasn't seen it. So pretty much the person is crying over spilled milk. The challenge is to deal with some sort of creation, something that happened in the near past that was amazing, because the Ten of Cups is not coming here for a joke. The Ten of Cups is indicating that in the near past, there was a completion of something that gave you a lot of happiness. And you were mentally prepared for that. You put a lot of emotional intelligence, empathy, compassion, understanding into this. But why are you broken in the back of your mind about this completion? There was something that you completed with this, I'm not going to say this person, because this is not a love reading. Remember, these are Celtic cross readings. But here you have the 2 of Cups. So that's no joke. That means there's some sort of soulmate energy that is going on here. And in the near past, that soulmate energy came to a completion, some sort of fulfillment. You look at the image, 2 people being happy. But right now you're broken. You're crying over things that happened that were bad, but you're not really looking at what's ahead in front of you, pretty much. You might be dealing with a Libra. You have the challenge card as the Empress. So the Empress is indicating here that it's difficult for you to deal with something that you have created in the past, that is a lot to take care of. It's like a pregnancy. So a pregnancy, I would say, is not only 9 months of dealing with, because after the human being is born, then what? Then what are you going to do after those 9 months? So it's sort of like a massive creation that you have done in the near past. You created something huge. And right now, to handle this, for you, maybe it's too much weight. Maybe because you're not prepared for this, as I said, with the 5 of Cups here, but also with the 3 of Swords in the back of your mind, heartbroken, only thinking of the negative, not doing the proper healing. You need to do the proper healing to deal with this energy. This energy is too much. That's why this is the only card in the reading that is a cross, and it's the Empress energy. So that means the energy of a newborn, take it metaphorically, a new creation in your life is sort of like a new beginning, that it has so much. Sorry about the noise. I don't know what the neighbor above me is doing. They're probably moving their entire house or something. But yeah, in the next few days, I'm thinking this is heavy in your mind right now because in the next few days you feel it coming, that there's a fate coming towards you. Look, something unexpected. The Wheel of Fortune is indicating closing a karmic cycle. And yeah, right now you're in a period of transformation. The Death card is indicating rebirth. You're being pretty much being born again into this energy that you have created, and you can barely lift it. I'm saying that because look at the image. It's like you have to carry that weight everywhere you go. It's like a pregnancy. So wherever you go, it's in your mind, your body, your spirit, and it's part of your life. So right now, this transformation is heavy for you. And probably because you were not prepared for this. I could say that with the Five of Cups energy, because that's when the person is pretty much not being strong enough to deal with emotional matters that they already built, because the Five of Cups came from the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and then the 5. So there's a lot of transitions they went through. They're just crying over the bad moments when they have a lot of good moments ahead of them. And with the Queen of Cups, you're aware of that. That's why you're being so emotionally intelligent, I could say. But I wanted to say something else. It's just that the Queen of Cups represents knowledge, understanding, balance. Subconsciously, you're not acting like that. That's why you're in that state of despair. So pretty much the reading is coming here to say, don't wallow in the pain. Don't go into the rabbit hole. Don't go into those dark thoughts. You're pretty much trying to sink your mind into those dark thoughts. But the reading is coming to advise you that things are going to be better. From this point on, this is the point of transformation. After you think everything is over, oh, this is the death. This is the end of it. It's inevitable. But no, that's because in the next few days with the Wheel of Fortune, this new change, this new luck, this is completely, you could say, complementing each other, the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card, because this transformation with a new change and a new beginning after that closing of the karmic cycle. I'm saying it's a karmic cycle in your mind, Aquarius, because this Three of Swords is no joke in the reading. It's the only card besides this one, but this one is pretty much in the heart, okay? So everything in the heart can be solved. The problem is the mind. And then the Three of Swords in the back of your mind is like 3 wounds that are still not healed. And the reading is probably coming here to say, complete the healing. Do that complete transition in the cycle of your pain to come to this change, because this transformation is asking you to do that. You're going through that transformation, and the transformation about the union is not easy. So pretty much the person is seeing you as a union, because the Two of Cups is indicating soulmate. That's why you're thinking so clear and so knowledgeable about this. They see you as the Two of Cups. They see you as a soulmate. In your hopes and fears, you have the Judgment card. So this is a good card to come up in the reading, because right now with this energy of self-pity and self-doubt, this card is indicating this question: know your motive. Are you sure you're right? Are you truthful about your feelings? Do you have transparency? The Judgment card is indicating that you need to unveil your soul. You need to remove the mask behind your mask. heavy card in your hopes and fears. So the Judgment card is also indicating that you will have that self-awakening, that you could say unveiling of the soul. You will have it only if you are unapologetically a truthful person. You come forward with the truth. You're fully honest. And that has to do with yourself. That's why it says remove the mask behind the mask. And do that unapologetically. Heavy energy here after the Death card. Aquarius. Excellent reading. I'm liking it. And the closing card, I'm about to say it now, but here with a transformation, you're going through a transformation. The reading is calling you to remove the mask behind your mask. Show who you are, first to yourself, then to the people, because you don't owe anything to the people. You just begin with yourself. Begin to be transparent with yourself, and then you'll be able to deal with this change. The closing card is the Page of Wands, so it's pretty much indicating manifested energy. You're going to be like a little magician, but be mindful that page energy is sort of like immature energy. That's why it's not a knight or a king. And you're coming from the Five of Cups. So the reading is saying that you're coming with an energy of low self-esteem in the back of your mind, with this heartbroken energy, the transformation. So be mindful about the next few months with this Page of Wands. How are you going to exercise that change, that new thing, that new luck that is going to come towards you? How are you going to exercise that? Be mindful that you're just going to be too naive or too innocent to use the wand. So the wand is about, manifesting what you want, and make sure you're going to use it properly after you come out of this state of darkness and you unveil your soul. Great energy, Aquarius. Nice, guys. I'll see you back soon. Feel free to like, subscribe. Bye, Aquarius.